Hi guys, it's Dana. Hope y'all are doing well today. Um, I have been on a cleaning kick on in my craft room, and I'm feeling so good about it. I um I have been I put all my Christmas stuff away and I purged it. I donated a whole bunch of stuff, and now what I have left is stuff that I'm definitely going to use, and it's all organized and put away. And then I started cleaning up stuff that I'm sure you guys do this too. You find stuff and you throw it kind of somewhere on your desk, and it sits there forever. So I've kind of been going through that stuff and taking care of it. So I found pages of fussy cuts that I hadn't cut out. I have been making tags and ephemera and stuff. Here's some of the things that I've been doing that have not been decorated. I just found these and I started collaging on them. These are going to be pocket tags. They're just book pages. So I've got like 3 of those. And then some what I thought would be belly bands. So I've got those, and I've got them sitting over on my sewing machine so I can sew around them and then decorate them. So I have those. And then I've got these piles that I found in my fussy cuts, these images here that would go perfect. These are just my glue book pages when they get all sticky and I tear them out and fold them in half. And so these images I thought would be perfect on there. Because this was just a page of 4 of these images. I don't even know where they came from. I just found the sheet like stuck somewhere on my desk. Same with these. I think these might be Artie Mae's. I'm not sure. But I cut them out and they'll fit on the small. I had a glue book that had smaller pages that I felt like these would work on. So basically today and then I found this little scrap of a book page that I thought that I could put these on. So I just gone through my scraps and so what I thought was that I would just turn on my camera because I wanted to finish these up this morning. And so I thought I'd turn my camera on while I did that, and we can chat and I can just work on this stuff. I'm just going to grab some book page here out of my Jane Austen book so that I can layer some book page on here around the edges. So I have some writing around the edges here. So I'm just going to start by taking off the edges. Let's slide these aside. Actually, let's do this one really quick because it's going to be not as much work as the other. Let's just cut it down to size. So that's all I'm working on, is just kind of cleaning up stuff that I found on my desk. And I can't see the other edge. There we go. I'm cleaning up stuff that I found on my desk. And then I'm just gonna do some projects after that, I guess. But this is what I'm doing now. So, and I'm getting some really cute ephemera pieces out of it. I told you I really wanted to focus on ephemera over the first, little bit of this year. Because my next project is I have 2 bins over this way that have ephemera in them, and they're all mixed together. Some are finished, some are not. I have things that I have found that are like light chipboard packaging that I thought would make something cute if I covered it with paper, and it's just hanging out in a bin now, and so I really need to organize those bins and go through them, and things that need to be finished. I need to go ahead and put them in a separate place. And just, just organizing myself, because it's not organized at all. So, okay, I think I want to tear the edges of this a little, this image here, so it's not so even. Take this one and just I can go like down here. We put some book page here. Yeah. So, but it's felt good to like go through a lot of that stuff, and I found just whole like bins of like labels that I had fussy cut out, and never had filed away, and they were buried under stuff, and I was just like, oh my gosh, there's just like, I have so much stuff, and that I didn't even realize I had, because I had not crafted for almost a year when I had cancer. And so it had gotten to a point where it was just like, I'm just wrinkling this up and kind of inking, so just to give it a little bit of texture. So it's not so like flat. There we go, that's better. So anyway, I found a whole journal that I had started, that I had done the signature, and I had it with a cover and some ephemera pieces that I had planned on putting in it, and it was kind of buried in a bin on my desk. So I found all kinds of stuff. Oh, my book page came off on there. Okay. So I found all kinds of things when I started cleaning my desk and really getting into like the nitty gritties of the corners of my desk. So, okay, so that I'm gonna put on my sewing machine. Nope, we gotta put something on the back. Gotta line the back of it. And then I'll put it with that pile that I was gonna sew around. So I'm just gonna grab, I had some, oh, here we go. This is just some cardstock I had in my scraps that's double-sided, but the other side was like, definitely could be written on. And because they're cardstock, they'll make for, okay, I'm gonna take this glue page off. Because they're cardstock though, they'll give, the journaling cards some nice stability. And see how I folded this way? These are the ones I used for the belly band. The belly bands that I showed you. This particular book though sheds at the binding when I tear pages out. Okay, so I'm gonna use that side. So I'm gonna glue this, put glue on here. So yeah, so I've organized my kind of ephemera like labels and things like that, and butterflies, flower stickers, things like that. I got some organization for that stuff. And so I've organized all of that. And my ephemera book that I have some of my ephemera in, one of the signatures had fallen out. And so that book was a mess. So I pulled that out the other night and, was like, I'm not going to procrastinate on this anymore. I'm just going to, I fixed it. So I re-sewed the signature in so that the book was usable. And I should have used the blue side, huh? Oh, well. It still looks cute. So anyway, I'm excited about that. That's something I've been procrastinating on before I even got cancer. I was procrastinating on that. Okay, so now that's ready to go. I'm going to put it on my sewing machine. Once I sew around all these pieces, we'll come back and embellish them. I'm not sure that we'll have time to do that today, but definitely in the next video probably, because I want to get them done and in my buckets over here so that I can use them in upcoming journals. So, okay, so what I wanted to do was literally just take book page. I'm going to tear them into strips. I'm just going to take the edges off here. So that every piece is usable. All right, so I'm gonna need some words going that way and some going vertically. So I'm just gonna tear this into vertical strips because I've got like 4 of them to do. So we'll do that. I'll do the verticals, as many as I can get out of this because I had torn that corner off. I'll probably get one more out of here. And I'll just put this in my scrap bin where I keep book pages. All right, so I'm just gonna glue these down. And I know the strip's too long, but that's okay. I want to use this end. It's got less broken writing in it. Okay. And I'll just cut this off. Actually, I'll just wrap it around. That works too. Use this one on this side. That would be a good time to do a video. I've got my middle daughter is in therapy right now. They're doing that virtually just because the numbers are going up and for COVID and stuff. So they're back to doing virtual stuff. So she's on the phone with therapy. My, okay, now we need some horizontal ones. My other daughter is still sleeping. My mom is sleeping. What if we used some music? Let's use some music. That'll be nice. Let's do that. Just gonna ink the sides that are gonna show here. And so it was really nice and quiet in the house, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna go do a video. So we'll just put this right in here like this. Move it over some. That's nice. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm just gonna take off this little bit because not a lot's going to show on the bottom. You can tell that from just what I put down there. So I'm just going to put this little piece down. Just like that. I might even trim this up a little to make it a little bit smaller because there's room to do that around the edges. So let's do that. That way more of our background shows, more of our book page and stuff. I'm going to leave the bottom because I really like the lace print and it's pretty close to the edge. So now yeah. Oh, I like that better. Okay, let's ink this and we'll put it down. But yeah, I've just been playing with this stuff and it's like I've been so concentrated since I've been back doing videos, even before Thanksgiving. I've only done a couple since then, but on getting journals out and things like that, that I just haven't taken the time to just play and do, you know, just the stuff that I really love doing, like ephemera and things like that, and just having fun. So I really wanted to just take time to do that. I love making ephemera. It's one of my favorite things to do. And so, and you know, any of you journal makers out there, you know, we need ephemera. So, all right. So it's stuff we need that we can have fun doing. Oh, that looks great. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's ink around the edges. And it'll look even better. Then we'll just back it, maybe with some coffee dyed paper. That would go good with the whole vintage theme of this. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, I like that a lot. And then when I sew around it, actually, I think I'll wait to back it because I'd like to do some stitching around here, around the image, and then I'll back it and then sew around the edge. So I'll put that on my sewing machine for right now. And the other ones will just kind of do the same way. So let me take some of these music staff lines off for the next one. We'll see what we want to use there. And we had a couple, yep, here they are. We had a couple of okay. We'll cut that down too. All right. So I feel really good about the kind of organizing and the going through stuff that I've done. And it kind of started with me putting Christmas away. And where I keep my Christmas stuff was just, it was so crowded. And I just had so much stuff in there. And it was just like, it was stuff, you know how your style just kind of changes over the years? And it was stuff that I was keeping that like isn't even really my style anymore. And so it's like, why am I keeping this? It's just taking up space and keeping me from being really as organized as I would want to be. And so I just bit the bullet and went through, I mean, everything. I even went through my bags of scraps and I pulled out any prints of scraps that I did not think that I would use. And I mean, I went through everything. So let's see here. This is gonna fit. Yeah, let's just ink these torn sides because they're not gonna go edge to edge. Oh, that side would have been even better, but that's okay. It's still gonna look good. There we go. And let's see here. I want to use, that's not gonna fit all the way. But we can patch it with another scrap. So that's what we'll do. Need to replace my glue page. Okay, boss, stop. My dog is under there licking. Okay, so I think that we'll do this. Use my ruler because that's going to be on the bottom, so I want a little bit of a straight edge, but not straight enough that it's looks perfect. We don't want that. I'll use this little corner here, and then I'll switch out my page. I want to tear that down a little more. Right here. There we go. All right. And when I tear my glue book pages out, I just alternate. I'll do a journaling card, and then I'll do, you know, I'll fold it this way, and then the next one I'll fold vertically. Okay, so now let's take a look at, I probably won't use that. Here we go. That one's actually a pretty good size. I want to make it just a little shorter. Right here. So you can see more of the music. I'm going to take off this little bit too. There we, oh yeah, there we go. All right. It's so fun because when I sit and make ephemera like this, I get excited about the pieces that I make, and then I can't wait to make a journal that they'll go into. All right, let's get this on. What are you doing, boss? Go lay down. My middle daughter, she's so cute. My boxer boss, he has been having trouble with his back legs, and usually when I craft, he'll lay under the table with me. And because I'm, you know, I'm like his person. He loves to be around me, and I'm his favorite. I mean, he's mommy. And so he had gotten to a point where he wouldn't sit under my table anymore, and my table sits off the kitchen, so it's tiled on the floor. Okay, I'm going to put this one on because, again, I'm going to go ahead and sew around the image, then I'll back it, and then I'll sew around the edges. Anyway, he had gotten to a point where he wouldn't lay with me anymore while I was crafting. And I think it's because his back legs are just kind of hurting, and to sit on the tile, to lay on the tile, it hurts his legs. And so my middle daughter, she's so cute. She went into the linen closet, and she got out a couple pillows we don't use and a couple blankets that haven't been used in a while. And she laid the blankets down on the tile floor. I mean the pillows. She laid the pillows down on the tile floor, and then she wrapped the blankets around them. So she made him a little dog bed for underneath my craft table. So cute. and he loves it. Now he lays under there with me now, and he'll sit while I'm crafting now underneath my table, where he had gotten to a point where he wasn't doing that anymore. And so it was very sweet. She's so sweet. She made him a homemade little dog bed. Okay, so we need some strips. I've got another one here I want to use, so we'll do 4. See, let me find something. If I have any more music in here, I'm not sure that I have any more music in my little bin. I do have this. Let's use some ledger. We'll use some ledger. Let me just straighten this edge out so that we can use it. Take out 4. All right, now we're all set. Put that back in the scrap bin. Okay, so here's what we have. Let's just get a move on here. I'll probably sit with, I gotten all my notebooks done, and I'll show those for the women's event that I was doing, and I'll show those. I had a viewer request that I kind of just show those briefly when I got them all finished, and I got all 25 finished, and I got a text from the lady that is putting on the women's event that asked me to do these notebooks, and she said, the numbers have gone up for participation, so can you make 5 more? So now I've got to make 5 more. So 5 more notebooks. I'm going to be working on those this afternoon and get those done, because I have another project she asked me to do. They're like pins, and she gave me like pen backs to use for them. And so did I ink that other? I didn't. Let's bring that back over. Didn't ink around the edges. Oh, these are going to be such pretty journaling cards. I don't know where I got these images from. Okay. I can go down now. Okay, let's see here. About right there. That'll look good with the script, I think. There's a fly bugging me here that got in my house. All right. So I hope y'all are doing well. I can't believe that January is almost half over. I still haven't taken my Christmas stuff down. I really need to do that. It's definitely been something I've been procrastinating on. Oh, I really like that with the script. That looks really nice. I like it. Okay, let's ink around the edges. And then I'll set it over on my sewing table and work on the last. I know it's kind of boring today. I'm just kind of getting the collage work done and getting the focal points added on, but when we go to embellish them, that'll be fun. All right. This side. Okay. And I never worry too much about having things that look very similar to each other in my bin of ephemera, because they're not going in the same journals. Like, I'm not going to put 2 of these journaling cards that we're working on right now in the same journal. I'm not going to, I mean, because they look too much alike. I'm not, you know, so they're going in different journals, so it doesn't matter if they look alike or similar. I don't think any of them are going to look alike, but it doesn't matter if they look similar to each other. They won't be in the same journals. Okay, let me throw these little scraps into the scrap bin. And yes, I keep those little bitty ones. You never know when you need just something little bitty to fill in a spot to embellish something. Oops, wasn't holding on that too tight. A little bit off the side here. And I'm going to leave the bottom of that one. Yep, Boss is just laying on his homemade dog bed under there, just as happy as he can be. She was so funny making that for him. She loves her puppies so much. So cute. Okay, I think I need to release this before it's gonna stick if I do anything with it now. These are also the ones that I did the folded tag, the pocket tag with. These ones that are folded this vertical way, and all I did was fold part of it up like that. That's all I did. So those are good for that too. Down in the middle. I like to go over things sometimes with my bone folder, especially if it's cardstock that I've glued down with a glue stick. I find that it sticks much better if I burnish it down. Okay, there's the last one of those. All right. Hi, honey.
Hi.
You done already?
Yeah. My sessions are only 50 minutes.
It's been 50 minutes?
Yeah, you've probably been at this
I
for
better
over
check.
an hour now.
I better check my time. Oh, I'm at 35 minutes.
Oh.
I finished a video on TV. Okay, so let's see here. I definitely have room to take off edges here, so let's do that. Oh, there's my crumbs from the spine of my book. Let's see what we want to do here. Take off a little here. What if we did put this all the way down in the corner, kind of like that? I didn't cut it quite even. And then we put some paper down here. Let's see here. Let's see what we have. We do have some of that blue left. That's pretty. Let's see here. There's some more of it that's just the green. Oh, let's do that. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna put this down, and it's pretty much. Are we gonna? Let's do this so it's got maybe some of the green on the outside. Okay, well, let's see if we can. I'm gonna go all the way over to this design here. Make the edge a little more rough. Let's see. I'm gonna need all of it, but that blue will show there, that's fine. There we go. We're gonna need to ink this edge here. And again, I'm gonna kind of just give that a little more character. There we go. Before it goes down. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot to say today. Nothing much has been going on, really. Just like appointments for the kids, things like that. I mean, just nothing much going on. We've pretty much been staying home because of the virus. So, I mean, other than preparing for this women's event, that's all that I have going on. So, it's a pretty boring life right now. But that's okay. After my last year, with all I went through with cancer and hospitalizations for my middle daughter and things like that, you know what? Boring is welcome. Really. It is. All right, and I do have that kind of crooked, so I need to kind of move it over a little. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. I think that's really pretty. Now we need, let's trim it up and then ink the whole thing, and we'll be able to see the beauty a little better. There we go. I can already see it better. Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay. Now, do I want to sew around this before I back it and then sew around the whole thing? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and back this, and then, so we've got blues. I bet you I have another blue in here somewhere. Let's see. Yep, there it is. I see it. And that will fit. All right, so let's use that. I'm going to put a new glue page on here. I don't want to mess up the front of the journaling card that I just worked so hard on. And because this is cardstock, this is where I'm definitely going to make sure that I use my bone folder and burnish this down really good. And I found that even though I'm going to sew it around the edges, I mean, I do want it to kind of adhere all over to the paper as best as I can get it. So I'll definitely do that because this is cardstock. So I'm just going to line this up with the edges as best as I can so I have less to trim off. There'll be a little, and then I'm just going to burnish this down really good so that I know I've got really good contact, and only because that it's a glue stick. Okay, now let's trim this out and ink the back side. And then tomorrow, if I have time to do a video, I know I've got some stuff going on tomorrow. I'm not sure what. I need to check my calendar, but I know there's some stuff going on. And I'm not sure what time, whatever that is on my calendar is. So we'll come back. I'll take time to sew these tonight. And then in the next video, whenever that is, hopefully tomorrow, we'll go ahead and embellish these and decorate them. That way, they can go into the done basket and can be used in an upcoming journal. Glad I found those in my scraps. I had these these big parts of 12 by 12s that were, these are great for writing on the back of stuff. Okay, so let's recap what we've done today. So we have these that I still need to sew around. I'll sew around them and then back them. And even these I'll further embellish a little bit. Maybe put a little bit of lace on them or something. There's the one we just did. All right, well, thanks for sitting and chatting with me. And while I just work on this stuff here and that I found on my desk, I do have 3 more of these to do. And I'll get those done, and then we'll have a party embellishing all of this stuff in the next video. So thanks for joining me today, guys. God bless. Stay safe. Have a great day. Bye-bye.